No, for sure.
Today we're ranking the funniest NBA podcast clips. Now I'm an NBA podcast lover. Okay, I love listening to stories about how guys got into the league, welcome to the NBA moments. Just great content. Sometimes, however, you get clips where you wonder if they really deserve a mic.
Like, I'm not saying I'm a misogynist or anything, but I'll throw on some Andrew Tate and see how they react.
Yeah.
Or I'll
Podcast clips like this are why we're making this video, as we have clips from current players, former players, and of course, Jeff T. Here is our tier list. At S, we have the most brain-dead takes you'll ever hear, and at F is the overrated ones. Without further ado, let's get started with Rashad McCants. Now, we've all seen this clip, all right? I can get 81.
What 81 you talking about? Kobe's 81. Boy, it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCants. Kobe's 81. We got
This guy might be a prophet. If Bam could drop 83, you can text that girl. This take, I gotta put it at an F. He is correct. However, this next clip of Rashad McCants, this is where we draw the line. Because when he was on Gil's Arena, they were discussing whether or not his team, Homitman, could beat the Denver Nuggets.
Homitman.
Do y'all team can beat the Denver Nuggets?
We have a chance.
No, you can't. Now get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here.
Let's
Y'all lose by 200.
Stop. Let's move on, man. You can't. I'm not gonna let my team.
What if he's right, though? What if Rashad is never wrong? Just early. You know? I need an exhibition match set up right now between Homitman and Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. We need to see it happen. Because while it sounds ridiculous, I gotta give Rashad McCants his props. Guy's a genius, all right? I'd put that right up there with Michael Porter Jr., but it's Rashad. So you know what? We're just gonna put it at a B to start the video. Next up, we have the Pat Bev pod. Here he is with his former podcast host, Roan, who's a battle rapper. They're both doing an all-time NBA redraft where Pat Bev selects Karl Malone.
I really don't know a lot of off-the-court horse stuff about Karl.
He got a 13-year-old pregnant. I'm going to go Oscar Robertson and Julius. Timeout. You need a timeout? A 30-second?
No, fool.
I feel like usually when you're doing a podcast, there has to be like scripted segments. You know, there has to be some sort of organization. Was this baked into the preparation for this episode? Because if it is, this guy should be an actor. All right, this guy called a timeout. Kenny Atkinson style. I feel like that situation is so serious, I couldn't even laugh at it. So I'm gonna put that at a D. Next up, we have the road tripping pod. Now, I'm not sure who's listening to a podcast with Richard Jefferson and Channing Frye. However, when they had comedian Gary Owen on the show, he proposed a crazy idea to revive NBA All-Star Weekend.
I know it never happened.
Okay, I'm listening.
Could we do an all-white versus all-black All-Star game at All-Star Weekend? I think that would draw numbers. That would draw numbers. Cooper Flag.
Okay, Luca.
Okay.
So we're gonna do America. We're gonna do America versus Europe, like
No,
Europe.
let's just
black versus
white and black.
Yeah.
That would draw more numbers than Europe versus America.
Well,
Let's
at least
just
we
cut to the chase.
Well,
baby.
this is what I would say.
Who's
I would
it
say
cut
if
to
we
the
go
chase?
white versus black, I think that
Mixed guys can play on your team.
mixed guys can play on the team.
Each team gets a
They can
mixed
do it.
guy.
They can do
Jason
it.
Kidd gets the coach one. We'll have mixed coaches.
This is what I'm saying. So if we do black versus white, I think that separates us. I think if we do America versus European, that brings us together.
No.
Like fuck them.
Black and white will bring everybody together and have like just fuck it. The arena this side's
Are you
white,
trying to
this side's
redline?
black.
Are you trying to redline the arena?
Wait, what about the Asians?
First half, we played nothing but Jelly Roll. And the second half, we played nothing but Kendrick.
Oh, come on.
Okay, I know it's a crazy idea. But is he wrong? From a viewership perspective, would this not do numbers? Just from a viewership perspective. That clip is hilarious. It gets me every time, man. I'm going to put that at an S. Now we get to the funniest podcast in the world, okay? Club 520, a.k.a. the Jeff Teague podcast. Here he is on an episode with Damian Lillard discussing former battles with Russell Westbrook.
But him, he don't give a fuck.
He's starting it.
He started every time. I remember one time he did that to me. I was like, bro, I don't care. And he was like, that's the problem. I was like, that's a good one. All right. I was like, that's the problem.
Made you think again.
Yeah,
I was like, damn,
might
that
be
is
right.
a problem.
I'm about to trip you. Nah.
You say about the trip. That sounds like something Russ would say. There's funnier Jeff T clips out there, though. I'm going to put that at a C. Next clip is DeMar DeRozan on the podcast talking about his mentality when he was trying to come back from a groin injury.
I think the year before I had made All-Star. I'm trying to. I didn't want to be a one-time All-Star type of. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm like.
Now, tell your story, King.
No shade. No shade.
What are those shoes? Hold on, DJ. Definitely unintentional. I think it's funnier than the last Jeff T clip, so I'm gonna put that at a B. Next clip is from the episode with Rajon Rondo, where him and B-Ham are debating whether or not an Oak Hill all-time 5 would defeat a Montverde all-time 5.
Joel Embiid at your 5. He's better than any 5 that ever came through Oak Hill.
Facts. I wouldn't. Joel Embiid at Montverde was kind of silly though. He was kind of ass, but maybe they're talking about in the NBA.
Brian Johnson, then Josh Smith on his ass on the backside versus Deshaun Wright. We don't know how we're gonna play it. First of all, how y'all gonna get the ball up the court? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, D-Lo. Yeah, D-Lo is D-Lo.
D-Lo. No, I'm saying, y'all saying like D-Lo.
His face.
No, I'm saying, y'all saying like D-Lo. That's my first. That's my dog.
What? D-Lo, that's my dog. That's when you know he's guilty, when he instantly tries. Even NBA players don't respect D-Lo. But D-Lo, one strong suit of D-Lo is he can bring the ball. Just his IQ and defense are horrendous. That's a funny clip, man. I'm putting that at A. We'll highlight more Jeff T clips later on in the video, but the last Jeff T clip I want to show you guys, when he tells a story about his time when he was with the Pacers and Paul George was complaining in the playoffs about taking the last shot because CJ Miles missed the last shot a game earlier.
Game 4, the same exact shit happened. They threw it to CJ. That CJ fired that to PG and he missed it. Right? He hit like the side of the backboard. Tough ass shot.
Yeah.
Not even gonna come close. Get in the locker room. I'm like, damn, season over. Fuck it, I'm about to go to the crib. Oh, time to go have some fun. CJ, he did me like this. It was the Gatorade commercial. With the shot on the clock. Somebody had made it. He had bricked that bitch.
Like I said, we'll have more Jeff T clips later on in the video, but for now, I'm going to put that at a B. But speaking of Paul George, now we move on to podcast. Here he is, glazing Lonzo Ball.
He can rebound great for his position.
True.
Yeah.
What can't Lonzo do?
Ball can't stay healthy. You saying I'm loving?
That has nothing to do with the game.
Yes, it does. That's like saying
You can't say that.
Why not?
Look at our boy.
Yeah, but
that has nothing. Like being healthy.
I've never seen Paul George healthy. All right, we're putting that at an A. The next podcast P clip comes from when they were discussing Jimmy Butler's departure from Minnesota with Karl Anthony Towns.
Because outside looking in, like we was like, damn, it's total chaos in Minnesota right now. Like,
no, for sure.
It was like Jimmy versus Minnesota.
I've listened to this entire episode, all right? And I'm not too sure why that specific moment went viral, all right? Went into every Karl Anthony Towns edit, but it's iconic. That's like a Mount Rushmore, all-time starting 5, all-time 11 podcast clip. It's synonymous within the basketball community. Ooh, I've been reading, boy. 5 syllables. I'm gonna put that at a C. Show some respect for Cat, right? But his New York Knicks teammates, Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, they dedicated an entire segment out of her podcast laughing at Karl Anthony Towns. This is a real segment. Like, this is actually, it's sponsored too.
Jalen Brunson, but you're playing at home.
When he yelled foul, that was the funniest one. That was
like, they did full-fledged analysis after it too. Actually insane, but I'm gonna put that right next to Cat, okay? At a C. The next clip I'm about to show you arguably might be the clip of the year. In a podcast interview called Miami Mic'd Up, Heat center Khalil Ware was asked to give his Mount Rushmore for the best NBA players of all time.
So who are the 4 best players of all time?
okay. I'm gonna put Wilt.
Okay.
Gotta put Kobe.
Okay.
I would say MJ, but
I would say MJ, but I heard that some of his stats was false. Oh, you saw the Tom Haberstroh report about the defensive player of the year. All right, so we're taking.
You know what? I'm gonna put Ant in there.
You're putting Anthony Edwards on there already.
My 4th, I'm gonna say Bam.
We gotta listen to him. This guy's up there with Rashard. I mean, this guy's special. He clearly knew something that none of us knew. Maybe Ant will be the best player of all time one day. Gotta respect Khalil Ware, man. I'm putting that at an S. That's the only valid ranking. But now we have one of the greats, one of the all-timers, Michael Porter Jr. Now I'm gonna brush by these really quickly because I've made a full video on MPJ. But you gotta put someone like him in this video, all right? Here he is talking about his brother Jonte Porter's betting allegations and how their vices are completely different despite being brothers.
My brother, Jonte, he never seemed to struggle with that.
that vice. You know, I never struggled with the gambling addiction. I never struggled with that vice. God gave me a lot of money because maybe he figured I could handle it and not, you know, lose myself in that area.
Right.
And maybe Jonte, he wasn't blessed with tons of money because he struggled with that area of the idolization of money, you know?
The Lord gave me all the hoes, all the money. My brother couldn't handle all. Just outing his own blood-related brother, I'm putting that at an A. But this next clip, this is iconic. This is his MJ shrug. All right, this is his Kobe jersey rip. This is his LeBron blonde.
Like,
iconic clip.
You just meet someone in the lobby, and like you're not attracted to them at all, and it's like, okay, now you have to f them and pretend that you like it.
No, that's definitely
It's
tough.
awful.
Y'all know how many times I've seen that clip. It gets me every time. Cream of the crop stuff from MPJ right there, all right? That's real content right there. But the last MPJ clip of the video has to come from the time he was on the Full Send podcast.
My kid's not gonna be a furry, I'll promise you that.
If you send your kid to public school though these days,
That's
it
what's
could
scary.
come it
That's
could
what's
come back
scary,
and be
yeah.
like, Dad, I think I'm a cat. My kid's getting home.
Like, not even the podcast host could register what he just said. There was like a 4-second pause there. What is bro talking about? I'm just gonna put that at a D, and let's just keep the ball rolling. Next up, we have my favorite duo on the internet, all right? Paul Pierce and Kevin
I
Garnett.
used to watch Jeff and some of the stuff with Mark Jackson and them. I used to love to hear the back and forth ritter, but it was knowledge in those banterings. It was knowledge in those back and forth.
What you call the back and forth? Ritter?
Yeah.
What's the ritter?
No, like how they would.
What's ritter though?
How they would go at each other. How they would.
It's called ritter?
That's what I call it. Paul. Out of here. Who are you? Webster?
Back
You
and
the
forth.
dictionary, Mark?
Back and forth. He said,
Out of here, nigga.
That's one of my favorite clips. I'm putting that at an A. The next clip is when they discussed Paul Pierce's wheelchair game.
I sprained my MCL.
It was your
It was my MCL. Yeah. I don't believe all them rumors.
What rumors?
You was there. What happened there?
I don't know. I'm asking what rumors you talking about.
Everybody talking about I had to take a Get the out of here.
You sprained your MCL?
Yeah, I turned my MCL, dog. What you think I'm holding my knee for?
What do you guys think happened in that moment right there? Me personally, I don't believe Paul Pierce. I think he had diarrhea. All right, I'm putting that at an F. The next clip is when Kevin Garnett got passionate about the discourse concerning today's basketball.
LeBron James, 40 years old, he banged on the
Oh, you saw that?
banged on the at 40. We try like that shit was going. Get out of here.
Right,
Are we
that was
fucking serious?
That was crazy.
Are we fucking serious?
That was crazy.
Are we, man,
No, the
when
reverse.
I kicked it,
The
the
reverse.
nigga banged on the at 40, and guess what we did? Oh yeah, LeBron James and another dunk, and went on to the next.
True.
That's because of who ain't played at 40, who ain't 40, ain't never felt 40, ain't never dunked on a nigga at 40.
No, you're right.
I love his passion, man.
Man, we gotta do a better job of looking through this new lens and glorifying the game, bro.
Right.
On my mom.
That's a good take. I feel like basketball is the only sport in the world where older players feel like the newer guys couldn't play with them back in the day. Like, this is very refreshing, actually. Especially a guy like Kevin Garnett, who has a history of not liking LeBron, obviously, with their rivalry. Being able to come out and show appreciation, not just for LeBron, but for the new era of basketball. I really like that clip. I think that's an S tier clip. It's funny as well. KG Certified is definitely a good listen. But now we get to one of the most unserious athletes to ever live. And I'm talking about Nick Young, aka Swaggy P. He's never been serious in his life. All right, I've never seen Nick Young talk or do anything in a serious manner. And the best example I can give you is when he was on the Club 520 podcast talking about a young JaVale McGee.
Young JaVale was funny. And he tried to dunk from free throw. And just threw the ball at the backboard like he couldn't make it. He said, fuck it. On a fast break, bro. I've never seen that in my life, bro. A big man got it on a fast break. I'm thinking he about to do something cool. He tried to jump from the free throw line and couldn't make it. Just threw that bitch.
I know JaVale McGee hates Shaq and the Fool, but those early JaVale McGee, Shaq and the Fool clips, that was like a staple part of my childhood. I wouldn't be surprised if that brought in a lot of viewers into the NBA. That definitely had an impact. What is this photo? Did I just crop his thighs? Nick Young does a good job of telling that story, though. I gotta put that at an A. Later on the podcast, though, B-Hen decides to ask Nick Young who his favorite artist is.
I don't know. I used to like J. Cole, not up until he pulled out. Pause.
That's
you know,
crazy.
we gonna pull it out, man. You'll never pull out.
Pull out the driveway.
Never pull out.
Stay dangerous.
Hey, man, never pull out.
Pull out the driveway.
So we only pull out a driveway. That's S tier. I got no words for that. But that allows us to dive more into B-Hen, the co-host of the Club 520 podcast. Here's B-Hen fulfilling a sponsorship ad read for the pod.
Today only,
PJ Tucker, 5 threes, $1,000 win you $3 million today. And we out.
That might be the best clip in this video. PJ Tucker 5 threes. There was no way PJ Tucker 1,000 wins you $3 million. How did they even approve that ad read? But now we have B-Hen talking about his experience with DoorDash.
I love DoorDash, but y'all had a motherfucker on the bike, and this nigga had my on the handlebar, and my motherfucker Popeyes was doing this on the motherfucking handlebar. I was so he ride the bike like this with my food and my twirling.
I'm telling you guys, this is the greatest NBA podcast of all time, man. That's S tier again. The last Jeff T clip of the video comes from when they were discussing the Luka Doncic trade and how Jalen Hood-Schifino, the Lakers' first-round pick, was also moved in the deal for $110,000.
Let's not forget. Jalen Hood-Schifino got traded for what it was, 110,000.
Yeah. See, Jeff gotta be messy
for a Cybertruck.
Boy got traded for 110 bands.
But if I was an NBA player and I got traded for 110,000, no picks, no players. Matter of fact, it was Hood-Schifino and 2 second-round picks. Like that's just disrespectful. But there you guys go. That is the tier list right there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Leave a like if you guys want to see a part 2 or an NFL version. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video.